Good morning, guys. Tour Cruise here, checking in with. So today is a big day. We're doing our full loop ride around the Singapore island, the Singapore country. Depending on the route you do, it's about 100 kilometers to 100 and I think 180 is the longest possible route. We're going somewhere in the lower end to start, so I think our route today will be about 120 kilometers riding around Singapore. And we're actually checking in here to start our ride at Mobot headquarters. So they're kindly supporting us during our ride here, giving us some rental bikes to use. So we've been riding their folding bikes the last few days here, and today we're going to test out their new road bikes. So pretty excited to test out the new bikes. We're just getting prepared right now and getting the bike sized up, making sure everything fits. And unfortunately, it started raining for the start of our ride. So we woke up early. It's about 6 a.m. right now. And we wanted to start our ride before sunrise so we could get the sunrise view. But unlucky rain. Yeah. I guess it's pretty common here in Singapore though, so we're waiting for the rain to die down and then we're gonna continue on back outside. Also joining us today is our new friend. This is Nini.
Hello everyone.
She runs a cycling YouTube channel here in Singapore. So we'll leave her link down below. She'll also be filming a video today, so you can go check her out. And we're excited to start today's ride.
Let's go.
Let's go. I thought we were gonna have some good luck today because we woke up extra early. We tried to go to bed to get up at, what time did we wake up today, Tung?
5 a.m.
5 a.m.?
Yes.
Yes, which is like 4 a.m. in Vietnam time because of the time difference. And unfortunately, this is the weather that's greeting us. So we're still waiting out the rain to start our ride. I don't mind like riding in the rain, but I don't like starting the ride in the rain. So we're gonna wait a little bit. Hopefully this part of the rain will pass. They told us that the rain in Singapore usually doesn't last too long. So we're actually stopping here at this little like breakfast area. So we got some different food options here and we're gonna be getting some coffee, some local style coffee. So we're gonna give that a try. And it looks like they also have some steamed buns here. These look really good. We might have to get some of these during our ride today. So not the usual way we start our ride videos, but a good start. We're gonna try some local coffee.
Yeah, so this is Tea. T-E-H, Tea.
Tea.
We call it Tea. This is Kopi.
Kopi.
So usually the local breakfast come with coffee or Tea and then 2 eggs.
Oh.
So
Okay.
later I'll show you how to eat.
Yes.
Yeah, and then kaya toast.
I would have no idea how to eat if this just came to me. You mix in the coffee?
No. What is it?
I don't know. So this is the full set here. We've got this is the kaya toast in a heart shape just for me. Our coffee, we got our eggs. How often do you eat this set?
Twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yes,
Okay.
I like it very much.
Yeah. It's probably pretty affordable too, right?
Yes, very cheap. You
Yeah.
take the egg out
Okay.
and then put it here.
Mm-hmm. How is it? Sweet? Sweet. A little sweet? Okay. Okay, so we pop the egg out and then just pour some soy sauce and pepper on it. Oh, that sounds good. But Chun-chan, she doesn't like runny eggs. She needs her eggs fully cooked. Oh no. More for me. Perfect. We get our protein.
Okay, mix.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so you can eat it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the best way is eat
With the
kaya.
toast. Ah.
So it's sweet and salty
Yes.
at the same time.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Very nice. You should try it, Tom.
Yeah. Give it a try. Here we go, guys. My first attempt at cracking the egg. I think I can do this part.
Once.
Just once.
Yes, just once.
One strong stroke.
Yes.
I see.
Ah.
Easy.
Oh,
And
still left over. You need to use the.
you guys. I see. My bad.
Okay, try it now.
Okay. This you don't separate. You just keep both pieces together. Okay. Yeah, it's basically like a sandwich, but you just dip in the egg. Very good. I could eat this every day. Power for today's ride. All right guys, here we are ready to start our ride. We're starting over, this is the East Coast Park. Yes, I wanted to show you guys the nice ocean view here. So things are starting to clear up a little bit, but it still is a bit cloudy and foggy right now. But that's okay, as long as it doesn't rain anymore, we'll be pretty happy. All right, are you ready, Tuan-chan?
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready? Are you ready, Nini?
Yes, ready.
Ready, okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. So how's the view, guys? We're gonna start here on the inside just to show you guys what it looks like. But so it's still pretty early in the morning, but we didn't get to start as early as we had hoped. We were really hoping to start like before the sunrise, but unfortunately the rain was a little bit unexpected. But luckily, we just waited an hour or so at the cafe stop, and now we're good to go. Some of the roads are still a little wet, so you need to be careful when going over like these metal grates and stuff, but yeah, really nice. It is a bit more humid now, I noticed, after the rain. And oh yeah, can you hear that nice loud hub? Love that sound. So if you hear that sound, you know I'm slacking on my pedaling. But yeah, really excited, looking forward to today's ride. Tuan-chan has been really wanting to do a full loop around the island on the road bike. So again, a big thank you to Mobot for lending us these bikes. So actually this is our first time, we're all riding the Mobot road bikes today. So Nini also collaborates with Mobot here for some videos in Singapore. And so far, good impression of the bike. And yeah, couldn't ask for much more. Great day, great weather, and not too hot. And hopefully we'll have a smooth day, no punctures, no mechanicals, crossing our fingers. And feeling supercharged with the toast and coffee and egg combo. That was really good. I did bring my cycle computer, my Garmin, but unfortunately I had the standard mount, and these are the arrow handlebars. So I'm gonna be recording today's ride on my phone, on Strava. So I'll leave that link down below if you wanna see the full course and all the information, but unfortunately I can't show that on the computer, on the handlebars right now. So Nini, what's the speed limit on this course for cyclists, do you know? 25? Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, so if you want to do more serious riding and faster speeds, probably not the best place to do it, since there are a lot of pedestrians and the safety is the priority. So, but there's a parallel road over there. We're going to head over there in just a minute. But the nice thing about riding on this path is, even though you have to go at a slower pace, it is a lot more relaxing. Like, you're separated from all the cars. It's a lot safer, and yeah, it's easier to access all the facilities as well, and you get the nice view of the ocean as well.
My first round the island, I rent the bicycle, mountain bike here.
Oh really?
And I do the round the island for 12 hours.
Yeah, it's a lot more work on those rental bikes. Yeah, we were considering doing it on the folding bikes, but I'm glad we got to borrow the road bikes. It's a lot easier.
Yes. So along this road, this is the annual triathlon, international triathlon.
Oh, they have a triathlon on this course. Really?
So I did it once before.
So
the cycling, the international triathlon is around 40 km.
Yeah.
Cycling, right? So we will.
Is it Olympic distance or is it Ironman?
Olympic distance.
Okay.
So we will cycle along this road a few times, like 4 to 5 times.
Yeah.
Just run.
Back and forth, back and forth.
And then swimming is go out to the beach.
Okay, yeah.
Swimming is 5 km, yeah, and then cycle. And then 10 kilometers run.
Yep.
So along the coastway.
Yeah, they have the Ironman or half Ironman in Da Nang every year too.
Yeah.
So you can see we got an airplane flying up ahead right now, and we're actually heading towards the airport first. The other cool thing about this path is they have lights along the whole way, so it's popular at any time of the day, even at night. So I guess night riding is really popular in Singapore, which I can understand. It's a lot cooler, and there's something about riding at night. It's a really cool feeling. And of course you feel a lot safer when you have well-lit paths away from the cars. Left here. And yeah, we got some people working on these trees here. I imagine the maintenance involved in just these giant parks must be massive, because just, yeah, look at all this grass they gotta cut, all these trees, and everything just looks well maintained. And there's no garbage anywhere. So it's just beautiful to see everything preserved so well like this. Of course, there was some garbage there, but I think that's just from the cleanup. So they're just leaving it there to get picked up right now. And we've also got some doggies. Are these wild dogs? Wow. Wasn't expecting to see them, but that's cool. There were a bunch of wild dogs when we were riding in Thailand, and there's a few in Vietnam as well. And this is the first that we've seen here in Singapore. I'm not sure, they might, I doubt they have the owner who just let them free. I don't think you can do that here. But yeah, just, it feels like we're riding in the rainforest. All this beautiful green nature. And we're warmed up now, so we're gonna switch over to the main road here. So this is where you can pick up some higher speeds if you want to ride faster. So we noticed a lot of the road cyclists we've seen so far, everyone seems to be riding over here. So that's what we're gonna do to continue on. And yeah, it doesn't seem like there's too much car traffic over here. And wow, I can't believe we've already come this far. We're already pretty close to the airport. And it took us a while to get over here yesterday on the folding bikes, but man, road bikes are just next level. We're going like twice the speed. So this is where we're branching off to go in a different direction. Yesterday we went straight and continued on to the airport. Now we're gonna turn right and go around the other way. And oh, that's a quick light. So you can see the Jurassic Mile. That was a pretty cool attraction. Oh, wow, they got a bike lane here. All right. So I really like when airports build like good cycling infrastructure around the airport, because it's a good place to train. It's a lot more open space, and yeah, might as well put the space to good use. So Nini was telling me that there's a lot of truck traffic here during the weekdays, just with all the construction and stuff nearby, but on the weekends there's no trucks, there's no construction, so this place is nice and wide open, and a lot of people will come out here to train, and you can just do loops around the airport. So it's really cool. It's like they have their own airport cycling course, just if you come at the right time of the week where there's less traffic. And even with the traffic, it's not that bad, because you get your own protected bike lane here, and you can just continue on and do your laps. There are a few lights I noticed though, so you might have to stop every once in a while, but that's okay. Oh, and this is nice. They route us behind the bus stop. That's really good. So there's no like awkward interaction with that. Very nice to see. Thumbs up on your infrastructure design, Singapore. This is the Sprinter Road. Chunchan likes this kind of road. We're not riding hard or anything, but yeah, you can get some pretty good speeds out here, I imagine, in a like solid group ride. We'll follow in Chunchan's draft for a while. So we just finished the main loop here, and we're turning off here. We're gonna go check out this other area. And I guess this area that we're going to is just recently opened. So we're on the main pedestrian cycling path now. Changi Bay Point, Beach Park. And how cool is this? We get a nice isolated, safe path, nice and wide. Very cool. And we're getting some strong headwinds, so definitely gonna get some good training in today. Tunshan was wanting to do some sprint efforts back there, but I told her she should save her energy because we got a long ride today, and we're on like new bikes, unfamiliar bikes, and slightly different position and new roads, so we're not going to go too hard today. Just enjoy the ride, enjoy the scenes. Oh yeah. And this pavement is really smooth. Kirei da na.
Yeah. Big girls, clean girls, nobody here.
My road.
My road, yes.
No beep beep.
No beep beep.
No bikes. Actually, we have beep beep. They installed some horns on here. So we can beep beep. We have to get some of these for our bikes back home. So Anini said this is a new cycling path that just released this year. So yeah, they're still expanding the cycling network here, which is really cool.
Changi Bay
Yep.
is part of the Eastern Round Island Road,
Uh-huh.
the cycling path.
Okay.
So the government wanted to build the Round Island cycling path.
Okay,
So,
like Taiwan, the number one cycling route.
And this is the eastern half.
Okay.
So the western half they still building now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they're working on building a national cycling route around the full island, so you have a nice safe route like this. So that'll be awesome once they finish that. We're taking a quick break here, and really nice rest area actually. This is one of the nicest smelling restrooms I've ever visited, and it's probably because it's brand new. But yeah, check out this nice view, and yeah, just beautiful structure here. All this wood, and they got some showers here as well. Practicing your Chinese?
こんにちは。
你好，我是 Cruz.
你是 Cruz。私は妮妮ちゃん。
Yes. Good. So here's a cool little thing. They got a water fountain for the water bottle. And Nini told me that they have this in every park here in Singapore. Very, very cool. Good. So nice.
I need this in Vietnam.
Yes, Vietnam government, please. We're continuing on here, and I think we're getting pretty close to our lunch break. So Nini told me that there's a popular place a little bit up ahead that a lot of people doing the lap around the island will stop there to eat and get some food. And so this path, again, just beautiful canopy trees, and we've got the bright red lines here on both sides. That's really cool. It really stands out when you're riding here. And for a while we were in a park area. Now we're getting back more to the busy main street, so it kind of goes in and out. So a nice range of different sites. And they always have the warnings if you're going into a dangerous area or crossing a road. It's been a really long time since we've been able to talk to another cycling YouTuber or influencer, and it's so funny. We can relate on a lot of different things and the struggles we go through with our channels, what kind of videos we should make, how can we make our content more interesting and that kind of stuff. So it's really cool to have a friend now that we can relate to on a lot of different things. And she might be coming to visit us over in Da Nang in Vietnam in the near future, so hopefully that can happen. And okay, here we are. We're branching off back down to the ocean side again. Just never-ending good views, good pavement, and thankfully it doesn't look like it's going to be raining again anymore today. I say that now, but we might get lucky again at the end of the ride. All right, this is a popular Instagram photo spot, so we're gonna come over here, get a picture. So we're getting pretty close to the food area. We gotta cross over this bridge here. So this one's a bit steep and narrow though, so we gotta get off and walk. Are you hungry, Tuan-chan? A little.
Looks like it's closed for renovation.
Oh no! So this is the usual food stop on this loop apparently, but it looks like they're maybe closed for renovations. Our luck is not so good today. So how often do you do the full island route?
Not often.
Not often? Once a month?
Only when my friend asks me to do.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So special occasion only.
Yes.
Building 2 and 3 of the Changi Village Hawk Center will be temporarily closed until November. That's too bad. So fortunately, there's a lot of other restaurants right across the street. Plenty of food options everywhere. So I just heard from Nini that Mobot is also sponsoring today's lunch. So thank you,
so
Mobot.
much. Very nice.
Very nice. What are we gonna get? Ooh, they got A&W here. It's always nice to see like some international brands that I'm not used to seeing like over in Vietnam. And yeah, we got a few decent options here. So let's take a quick look and pick something out. Here's today's lunch. We're gonna share some fried rice. We got some vegetables, some tofu with some special sauce, and some more fried rice and some chicken. And we also got some interesting drinks. So barley drinks are really popular here in Singapore, so I'm gonna give that a try. And June got some lemon iced tea. And yeah, we're pretty hungry, so let's dig in, start eating. Let's eat. Let's give the barley drink a try. What do you think? Sweet? Too sweet?
This is not the local style.
Not local
it's
style.
Condensed barley, yeah.
Okay.
Usually the local style is homemade barley.
Ah.
They will cook themselves.
Yeah.
But this one is not.
Okay, too sweet. That's okay, I like sweet. Sweet but good. Twing's favorite part of the ride, food time. So how far? We're not halfway finished yet, right?
Not yet.
Maybe 1/3?
1/3.
Okay. Yeah, usually I try to do my food breaks after the halfway point because it's easier mentally, but it's okay. We'll be fully powered for the rest of the ride. I'm gonna stop filming and we're gonna eat. All right, we finished lunch and we're ready to continue on with our ride. We just stopped over here at the 7-Eleven. So glad to see these again. It's so convenient, and we picked up some sports drinks. So we got our Pocari Sweat, and interesting sight here in front of the convenience store. There's some seahorses just on the sidewalk for some reason. I don't know. So anyway, let's continue. Let's go. So from this point of the ride onward, I believe we're going to be on the main roads. So it should be a completely different vibe than what we've had up until now. And yeah, we're going to be picking up the speed a little bit. And you'll still notice that even to our side now, we still have the pedestrian path. No matter where you are in Singapore, it seems like there's always a pedestrian path that you can use for walking or for cycling, but we're going to be going above the speed limit there. So we're going to continue here on the main road, and yeah, nice 2-lane going this direction, 2-lane going the opposite direction, and separated, and nice smooth pavement, nice tree cover. It's not sunny right now, but even if it were sunny, we'd get some nice shade cover. So yeah, stomach is pretty full. We got a full belly, power to go through the rest of the ride, and it's really interesting like being able to ride through all these different areas around the country and to see what's the same, what's different. And one thing that's the same is just like the design of the apartment structures. It kind of feels like I've been in a few like communist or ex-communist countries that have a similar style of apartment buildings, but these are more like modern looking and like well-off kind of looking. But I heard that the government manages most of the residential areas just because of the limited amount of space. And yeah, they seem to be doing a good job about it. All the residential areas connected with a nice like meeting paths for walking or cycling to get around, and lots of like parks and recreational areas around the areas as well. Okay, we are about 2/3 of the way done with the ride, over 60 Ks in, and we just went through, you said the longest hill in Singapore? Okay. Mandai Road? Yeah, it's so short.
It's so short. It's around 5 kilometers. So cyclists used to train here in the morning. They will go around, round and round Mandai Road.
Okay, just keep go up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a fast highway. Like the cars can go 70 kilometers an hour. On the top highway in Japan, you can only go 80 in no bicycles.
Okay.
So it's pretty close. But anyway, we're taking another little break here. We got some snacks. What do we got? We got some lemon cake, some brownies, and of course, some Pocari Sweat. All right, snack up. Let's eat.
Let's eat.
Let's try the lemon cake. This sounds interesting. Oh, very cute. Good? Not good? Not good? Ah, you didn't take off the wrapper. Good paper?
Yeah.
Yummy paper?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, for me. That's good. So now we're crossing over into the northwestern part of Singapore. And Nini says that this is a more rural area. So a little bit less city vibes. And we're crossing. Well, there still are quite a few trucks over here on this stretch of road. And over here on the right side is actually Malaysia, apparently. I didn't realize we were already that close. So it's really popular for the riders here now to go on longer rides and cycle across the border over to Malaysia. And they also like going over there for the hill training because there's not too many big hills here. So we're not doing that today, unfortunately. We don't have the time. But one day I'd like to experience that. But yeah, this is the most dangerous part of roads that we've experienced so far in Singapore. Pretty narrow roads and lots of trucks that want to go fast is not a good recipe. So hopefully it doesn't stay like this for too long. But yeah, there's the sidewalk up in the side here, but it seems to cut off here, so not that great. It does continue over on the right side though, so you do have an alternative way to ride. But yeah, no shoulder here for the bikes and pretty narrow road and lots of trucks. It is starting to rain again right now actually, which is strange because I don't see any rain clouds. It's still kind of like sunny and some white clouds around, so I think this is just a light little drizzle. Hopefully it doesn't rain heavily again. Not too bad though, it's actually nice and cool. We just got this wall of forest here, but these roads are especially dangerous when you got like potholes like this, massive ones on the side, so you got to move over, and then if there's a big truck trying to speed behind you, that can be really dangerous. So yeah, it's unfortunate. This is the more like naturey part of Singapore, but it's just a lot of big trucks on this narrow road. I experienced a lot of roads like this in Japan, so I am pretty used to it, but they're never comfortable because you have to be on alert all the time. Yeah, the trucks are almost as wide as the entire road itself. They're almost touching both the left lane and the right lane because it's the extra wide trucks. Yeah, I don't know why, like they have plenty of space over here and all the roads we've been on so far have been nice and wide, so I don't know why just this one is this narrow considering it's getting this much traffic. So there's quite a few farms that we've been passing on this road so far, and some fishing farms. We saw a goat farm, nice variety of different things that you don't see in the rest of Singapore. It's quite different, the scenery here. Yeah, it feels like we're actually in the countryside.
Yeah, in Malaysia.
Yeah, almost in Malaysia. So Malaysia is more like this
More
style.
like this.
Okay. While we're over here, we're gonna check this place out. This is Bollywood Farms. And Nini said this is a popular spot for people to stop who go this route. So they have a whole bunch of different organic products. They grow their own vegetables. They have the bicycle parking here. Check it out. Tung likes gardens, so
Yeah.
I think she'll like this place. So I guess this is both a cafe, but also a garden. So you can get some like drinks and maybe some food here. But you can also just walk in, check out the garden. So you can do the self-guided farm tour. They've got a list here of all the different areas and where everything is. This is really cute. Pumpkins, oh wow. I love pumpkins. Pumpkins, one of my favorite foods. Wow. Oh,
I don't know
what is this, Goya?
No.
Not Goya. What is it, Tuanshan, do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know in Chinese, but not in English.
And this is another one of Tuanshan's favorite fruits, jackfruit. They're really small right now. This place is massive. This is really cool. Yeah, guava, balsam, kangkong, winter melon, pumpkin, Yeah, unfortunately we don't have that much time to stay here too long today, but as you can see, this place is just massive and it goes on for a while. So if you're in the area and you have some time, definitely recommend coming and checking this place out. Looks like a really nice place, and I bet the food is really good if they're using their own local vegetables that they grow here. So now we're leaving the countryside, starting to make our way back down to our starting point. We're looping back south and yeah, back to the southern main part of Singapore. And we've got this wide open, flat road, brutal crosswind right now. And yeah, we're starting to get a little bit tired. We've been out all day, and even though we haven't been going at the fastest of pace, we're still pretty tired because just being out all day, riding a new bike that we're not, like a position we're not very familiar with, and just stopping, taking pictures. So yeah, we're starting to feel a little tired, and the sun is also, I think this is like the peak heat time in Singapore. It's like 1 to 2 in the afternoon, and still it's not that bad. We still got a little bit of cloud cover coming and going, and yeah, it's not as humid as it was in the morning. Right after the rain fell, it was extremely humid, extremely hot, and now, at least with the crosswind, we're getting a little bit of a breeze. But yeah, these long, like flat, wide open stretches can be pretty tiring actually, because it just seems to never end. But yeah, I've been pretty impressed so far with like the diversity of the terrain here. So some nice wide open flat sections for speed training, sprint training. The countryside section we just passed was a nice change of pace as well. And once we get further up ahead, we'll be back in the residential apartments and all that stuff. Another interesting thing that we notice in this section is that they have different cemeteries for the different religions. So they're sort of separated into different areas around here. So Singapore is a really diverse nation with people from completely different like ethnic and religious backgrounds, and they all seem to be able to live here fairly peacefully, and they have a system that works for them where they keep things separate. So if you're Christian, you can go in a Christian graveyard, or if you're like Chinese, they had the Chinese graveyard back there. So it is an interesting mix. Like, of course, one of our first impressions of Singapore after coming here was that it's just very organized and clean and orderly, like Japan. They also drive on the left side of the road like Japan. So we noticed a lot of similarities to Japan. But of course, there's also some other like Southeast Asian similarities as well. But unlike Japan, there's a lot of big differences, and that is there's just a lot more diversity here, a lot of different kinds of people here. And of course, many people here speak English. And not only do they just speak English, they're like actually native English speakers. The cool thing about the schools here is they teach the kids in both languages, in Chinese and in English. So they're not studying English, they're studying in English. And that's like the best way you can grow up learning a language. So I'm very jealous of that level of like bilinguality. So we're back in the city, back in apartment land, and we're gonna stop at another gas station here to get some more drinks. Important to stay hydrated. Okay, I think this is our last break stop. We're getting the triple Pocari Sweat. This time we're also getting the Meiji chocolate milk. So glad to see this again. We really enjoyed this when we were in Thailand. They don't have it in most stores in Vietnam, so we're happy to see that at the convenience stores here. And no one else wanted ice cream, but I got ice cream, the Magnum Classic. So we're gonna stock up and continue our ride, and everyone's gonna take pictures of the drinks right now. We're now cycling along one of the final stretches going back into the city. And this road is actually quite nice because we got this overpass above us, so it keeps it nice and shady, nice and cool. We did end up actually putting on our summer arm protectors just because this was the time of day where the UV rays are the strongest, so we didn't want to get burned too badly today. And yeah, just cruising our way back in to finish our loop, and we're gonna head back to Mobat headquarters. We gotta return these bikes, and we're gonna be going out to dinner tonight with some of my old friends from Japan. So some old friends I haven't seen in a while. They moved here from Japan to Singapore quite a few years ago, so Tuing hasn't met them yet, but she's always excited to meet my friends who speak Japanese because she can socialize a lot more when she can communicate better. But she's been improving her English on this trip a lot, practicing with Nini here. So I think, yeah, doing these kinds of trips, meeting more people out here will be a really good experience for her and help her build her confidence with speaking English. Did you guys see that white fluffy dog that we just passed back there? I feel so bad for those dogs, like having to live in this kind of climate. It's got to be torture. And here's another popular attraction that we're passing by now for the first time. This is the cable car. I believe this goes over to Sentosa Island. Yeah, we haven't gone over to Sentosa Island yet. It's of course on our bucket list, but we're just running out of time. We've got so much we got to do every day. So much riding we want to do. 1 week isn't enough. I like this, all the branding here for the lighter carbon footprint, eco-friendly, more cycling. So we made it downtown. I think we're going to head over to the Marina Bay area, and always a scenic place, like worth stopping by. I could stop there on every ride and probably not get tired of the view. So we're almost done with our loop. We still got a little bit more to go. We got to finish riding back to our starting point, head over to Mobat headquarters to return the bikes, but I think for the video we're gonna finish that up here once we get to the scenic spot up here. It's really nice, and it's always really cool to ride downtown in the big city, all these massive buildings all around. And yeah, great ride today. Couldn't have asked for much better weather, minus the start, but that didn't last long, thankfully. And we only got lost a few times on today's route. Yeah, I miss this kind of like peaceful city riding. Like city riding in Japan's kind of like this, like you can expect and predict how the cars are gonna react, and they drive pretty orderly. And it's the same thing here in Singapore, so it's really safe riding in the city. You can't say the same in the Vietnamese cities just because there's so many unexpected things happening with people going all over. So yeah, I would love to do some fixie riding here. That'd be so much fun. Having a blast today. I believe, yeah, this is where we had dinner the other night. We had dinner together with Nini, one of our first nights here when we met her. We're actually going to switch over to the sidewalk here. It's a little bit easier to navigate. Some of the roads here can be pretty confusing because they are one way for a lot of them. And here we are. This is a really popular area to work out in the morning. So we started our ride here yesterday, and really completely different vibe here in the morning. It's mainly just people working out. In the evening, you get some people working out as well, but you also get a lot of walkers, a lot of people going to the restaurants as well. But I mean, when you have this nice view, wouldn't you want to finish every ride here? We mentioned this in our previous videos, but this is the F1 event race weekend, so things are a little bit more lively than usual. That'll be starting tomorrow. All right, guys, we're going to finish up the ride part of our video here. What did you think of today's ride, Tunjan?
Easy for me.
Easy for me?
Yes.
Yeah?
And the roads are so clean, good for cycling, a lot of cycling paths.
Yeah, lots of good,
nice.
big, wide, clean, smooth road cycling paths.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The weather is good today.
Yeah?
Not hot.
Not hot?
Yes.
And we also want to say another special thank you to Mobat for helping sponsor today's video and support us, picking us up, giving us some rental bikes to use. This wouldn't have been possible without them. We didn't think we would be able to do a road bike ride on this week's trip, so a big thanks again to them. And also, a big thank you to Nini here for guiding us around Singapore.
No problem.
And we're going to be continuing and filming more videos with her over the next few days while we're still here. So we'll also link down her video down below from today, so you can go check out her channel. And yeah, thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So thanks again to all of you guys for watching. A big thank you to all of our awesome supporters over on Patreon who help support our channel so we can continue filming more videos like this. So big thank you to you guys, and we'll see you next time here on Two Wheel Cruise.
Bye-bye.